Alright folks, that is it for our 10 matches with the free Mega Gardevoir EX deck that we got from the Battle Pass Tier 50. So let's look at where we started and where we got to. Alright, so we started out down here in the middle of Corviknight. It was 329. And we almost made it all the way through Tyranitar. We're literally just 2 points off of the Ultra League. Was hoping we could make it there with these 10 matches, but didn't quite do it. But that's perfectly okay. We've got basically 2 weeks to get through the entire Ultra League, and that should be totally doable. So let's take a look at the stats and the decks that we faced. Okay, so looking at the stats for the Mega Gardevoir deck that we got for free, you can see we got 5 wins and 5 losses. So the decks that we beat a Lucario, we even beat a Charizard, and although not before losing to a Charizard and a Psychic Draw Alakazam. So started with 2 losses, then 2 wins. Then lost to Zoroark and Dracloak, and that deck was incredible. It was actually played really well, and I'm actually surprised that more Dragapult decks don't make use of it, because I did knock out a Dracloak that had the Neo Upper Energy on it, so clearly Dragapult was in the deck, but after they saw that I was playing Gardevoir, they chose not to play it. They just used Dracloak as the draw engine, and then just annihilated me with their single prize Zoroarks. So that is something that I may have to implement, and maybe even just build a whole deck around the single prize Zoroarks, because that was really, really good. But after losing to that, went on a bit of a win streak, beat a Cynthia's Garchomp, which could be scary. It got a lot of stuff that they can do now in Mega Evolution, like the Premium Power Pro, the Fighting Gong, the Lunar Cycle draw engine, so potentially really good. And that, I think, was the first match where I was able to even use my Mega Gardevoir, and I was able to hit max power, so I was hitting for 400 each turn, so even one-shotting the Garchomp even after the Cynthia's power weight, so that was really, really satisfying. Beat another Mega Lucario, and then beat a grass deck that was Yanmega EX, Crustle, and Toedscruel, both the baby Toedscruel and the EX version. Didn't give me a whole lot of trouble, although I did have to, pay attention and play wisely. And then ended with losses to Gardevoir, and just a normal Gardevoir EX. I don't recall ever seeing the Mega at any point. And then also lost to a Marnie's Grimmsnarl, which of course is going to be a tough matchup, being a dark type deck. So yet again, we've got a 50% win rate with that deck. But because I did have a losing rate with Mega Lucario after I made the changes. We are still at a losing ratio of 46.67%, so it's only barely losing, but I'm hoping that with the next 10 matches we can turn that around, because my Regar's Gardevoir deck is literally just going to be my existing Gardevoir EX deck with adding in a copy of the Mega Gardevoir, plus, making some changes with the new cards like the Lily's Determination, the Mystery Garden. So we'll make those tweaks, we'll see how it goes, and yeah, we'll see you in the next set of battles. Thanks for watching.